Okay, so this is basically part two. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you really kind of analyze things carefully, okay, you'll see that, I go out for several hours every day and at different times, you know, I'm not mistaken about the things that I talk about. I analyze things carefully. I write things down. I organize my thoughts. My research goes beyond even psychologists and professors and people who've been researching things for decades, because I have a more functional brain, right? I have the brain power, the willpower, the brain power, the brain function, the brain prowess, the mental prowess to actually live a superior moral life. They don't. So if they're not insightful enough to live a superior moral life, how much are their insights worth? You got to take them with a grain of salt. You got to wonder, why not? Observe how people move and how they think, time and time again. And it's crystal clear to me, what the general differences are and why people think the way they do, right? Government, movement, many mind. So as I really, analyze, and I use deductive reasoning, critical thinking, right? I ascertain certain truths. I think about different ways to express it. That's why I use these different words just now, to emphasize that I do an in-depth study over many years of human behavior. And when you think about it, it's part of what being a martial artist is. And I quoted Heel Chill many times, right? You say, first you must try to understand yourself, then you must master yourself, then you must try to understand others. Okay, so that is, if you're going to be a great martial artist, and it can't be done after I die, you know what I'm saying? Because of tech breeding and ill-gotten gains, and character is a very core part of martial arts. And to lack the character, to know when to stop breeding, is counted against you. If your parents didn't know when to stop breeding, then it reflects a certain lack of character in your genes. And then when you continue and you act like you're doing something, that's a lack of character. And it all kind of comes together a certain way to paint the picture in a way that no one can miss, right? It's the old phrase, get the picture, right? Figure it out, right? Who's allowed to look good, who isn't, what kind of health and wealth, what kind of advantages they have. Do you factor it in, right? And like it says in Proverbs, if a king judges the poor with fairness, his throne will be established forever. So as I see, look over here with these two females over there, right? Would they reject me? Okay, yes. One of them is more attractive than the others. I'm not gonna say which, but they would reject me because of their lack of a fair scale, okay? And their cultures, right? They're trained to think that they should conform, and their form reflects that, right? Conform and form, right? Figure it out. So in most cases, things are what they appear. In the vast majority of cases, right? People are an open book, right? Get the picture, open book, right? These kind of ideas come together to help us understand things. And as I've interacted with people, thousands and thousands of people during the course of my studies, as I've seen who snobs me, who won't answer my messages and why, and I put an emphasis on understanding that instead of just going through life like, oh okay, he's an asshole, but actually go into the distance, say, why is this happening? Why are we here? What's the purpose of this? What is person's purpose? What is the purpose of these people's hearts? Right? It is the glory of God to conceal a matter. It is the glory of kings, right? The king of martial arts, the king of kings, king of love, king of moral prowess, mental, spiritual, and romantic prowess. It is the glory of kings to seek out a matter, okay? To search out certain matters. And some people think that they can. It's disgraceful for people who don't know what they're doing to argue that they do. And in the matters of human nature, in the matters of love and God and marriage and martial arts, no one else knows what they're doing, and no one else will ever know what they're doing. They're stuck in the concrete jungle construct or in some kind of rebel group.